Streetlights across the highway, throwing shadows in the dark. And the memories keep on turning to the rhythm of a broken heart. You only need a roof when it's raining. You only need a fire when it's cold. You only need a drink when the whiskey is the only thing that you've got left to hold. Sun comes up and goes back down. Falling feels like flying till you hit the ground. Say the word and I'll be there for you. Baby, I'll be your parachute. Parachute. There's a song that I remember that I never learned to play. In a lifetime of forgotten words that I never got to say. You only need a roof when it's raining. You only need a fire when it's cold. You only need a drink when the whiskey is the only thing that you've got left to hold. Sun comes up and goes back down. Falling feels like flying till you hit the ground. Say the word and I'll be there for you. Baby, I'll be your parachute. Parachute. If you think you're going down, just know I will be around. You only need a roof when it's raining. You only need a fire when it's cold. You only need a drink when the whiskey is the only thing that you've got left to hold. Sun comes up and goes back down. Falling feels like flying till you hit the ground. Say the word and I'll be there for you. Baby, I'll be your parachute. Parachute. Well, it was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings, and you don't have to call me Charlie Pride, and you don't have to call me Merle Haggard. I'm on your fighting side, and I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, I've seen my name a few times in your phone book, and I've seen it on the signs where I have played. But the only time I know I hear David Allan Coe is from Jesus on his final judgment day. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. And you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a damn old train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. And you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me. Why don't you ever call me? Why don't you ever call me by my name? On a Greyhound bus, Lord, I'm traveling this morning. I'm going to Shreveport, down to New Orleans, traveling these highways. I've been doing things my way, making me feel lonesome, hungry and mean. And her hair was jet black, and her name was Codeine. Thought she was the cream of the Basin Street Queens. She got tired, oh Lord, of that smoky wine dream. Made her feel lonesome, ornery and mean. We got together and cashed in our sweeps. Gave them to a beggar who was mumbling in the streets. She got tired, oh Lord, with a snowy white dream. Made him feel lonesome, ornery and mean. Down in this valley where the wheels turn so low, at dawn I pray to the Lord for my soul. I say, dear Lord, please do right by me. Made me feel lonesome, ornery and mean. Made me feel lonesome, ornery and mean. You painted up your lips and curled and rolled your tinted hair. Ruby, are you contemplating going out somewhere? The shadow on the wall tells me the sun is going down. Oh, your love to town. It wasn't me who started that old crazy Asian war, but I was proud to go and do my patriotic chore. And yes, it's true that I'm not the man I used to be. Oh, I still need some company. It's hard to love a man whose legs are bent and paralyzed, and the wants and the needs of a woman your age, Ruby, I realize. But it won't be long, I heard him say, until I'm not around. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. She's leaving now 'cause I just heard the slamming of the door. The way I know I've heard her slam 100 times before. But if I could move, I'd get my gun, I'd put her in the ground. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Don't take your love to town. Well, I taught the weeping willow how to cry, show the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. The tears I cried for that woman are gonna flood you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota. Tore me up every time I heard her long southern drawl. I heard the scream, went back downstream, reporting in Davenport. Followed you, Big River, when you called. You built me to St. Louis, later on down the river. Freighter said she's been there, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. I found a trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff. She raised a few eyebrows and she went on down alone. So why don't you batten down by Baton Rouge, River Queen, rolling on. Take the woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough, tell my blues down in the Gulf. She loves you, Big River, more than me. Now I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. Showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. The tears I cried for that woman are gonna flood you, Big River, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. As we stepped down on the front porch of that old gray house where I was born and raised, stared out at the dusty fields where Daddy always worked hard every day. I think it kind of hurt him when I said, Daddy, there's a lot that I don't know. Funny how the dream can turn to gold where corn don't grow. He just sat there silent, staring at his favorite coffee cup. I saw a storm of mixed emotions in his eyes when he looked up. He said, son, I know at your age, it seems like this whole world is turning slow. And you think you know the answers to it all, where corn don't grow. Hard times are real, there's dusty fields no matter where you go. You may change your mind, 'cause the weeds are high where corn don't grow. I remember feeling guilty when Daddy turned and walked back in the house. I was only 17 back then, but it seemed like I knew more than I do now. I can't say he didn't tell me that the city life's a hard road home. Ain't it funny how the dream can turn around where corn don't grow? Hard times are real, there's dusty fields no matter where you go. You may change your mind, 'cause the weeds are high where corn don't grow. You may change your mind, 'cause the weeds are high where corn don't grow. Well, I ain't afraid of dying, it's the thought of being dead. Wanna go on living when my eulogy is read. So don't take my ashes out to sea, don't lay me down to rest. You could put my mind at ease if you fill my last request. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Lord, I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna go tonight. Fill my boots up with sand, put a stiff drink in my hand. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Just let my headstone be a neon sign. Just let it burn in memory of all of my good times. Fix me up with a mannequin, just remember I like blondes. I'll be the life of the party, even when I'm dead and gone. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Lord, I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna go tonight. Fill my boots up with sand, put a stiff drink in my hand. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. So just make your next selection, and while you're still in line, you can pay your last request one quarter at a time. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Lord, I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna go tonight. Fill my boots up with sand, put a stiff drink in my hand. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Kentucky woman, she shines with her own kind of light. She She'd look at you once in a day, that's all wrong, looks all right. And I love her, God knows I love her. Kentucky woman, she gets to know you, she gots to own you. Kentucky woman, she's not the kind of girl that gets proud of her name. Something inside her turns you on just the same. And she loves me, God knows she loves me. Kentucky woman, she gets to know you, she gots to own you. Kentucky woman, I don't want much, the good Lord earth beneath my feet, a gentle touch. That one girl in life is sweet and good. There ain't no doubt I'm talking about Kentucky woman. She gets to know you, she gots to own you. Kentucky woman, I don't want much, good Lord earth beneath my feet, a gentle touch. That one girl in life is sweet and good. There ain't no doubt I'm talking about Kentucky woman. She gets to know you, she gots to own you. Kentucky woman, Kentucky woman, Kentucky woman. Jacqueline Rosie, get on board. We're gonna ride till there ain't no more to go. Taking it slow. And don't you know, have me a time with a poor man's lady, hitching on a twilight train. Ain't nothing here that I care to take along. Maybe a song, sing what I want. No need to say please for a man, learn a happy tune. Oh, I love my Rosie child. You got the way to make me happy. You and me go in style. Crackling Rosie, a store-bought woman, but you make me sing like a guitar humming. So hang on to me, girl, our song keeps running on. Play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Crackling Rosie, make me a smile. Girl, if it just for an hour, that's alright. Hitting out all night to set the world right. Finding me dreaming, don't ask me no questions, yeah. Oh, I love my Rosie child. You got the way to make me happy. You and me, we go in style. Crackling Rosie, a store-bought woman, but you make me sing like a guitar humming. So hang on to me, girl, song keeps running on. Play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Crackling Rosie, make me a smile. Girl, if it lasts for an hour, that's alright. We got all night to set the world right. Find me a dream and don't ask me no questions. Ba 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 ba. Blah da 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 na 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 na. Blah da da. Na 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 na. La na 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 na, yeah. That's 30 minutes. Thank you.